What's going on, guys? Gomes here back again on another MLB The Show 19 Diamond Dynasty video. Of course, you guys all know the third inning program did go ahead and release yesterday alongside a bunch of other stuff, a new roster update, new headliners packs, new moments, everything under the kitchen sink has been released. There was a huge update yesterday. Full recap in the top right hand corner. Would love it if you guys could watch that video. But of course, the third inning program once again did release not one, not two, but three brand new 99 overall signature cards that we did see. Roberto Alomar, Ricky Henderson, and Justin Verlander. If I'm going to be completely honest, none of these are bad choices. But that being said, I am going to go through the entire program. The first gold pack at 100 program stars, the second diamond pack at 200 program stars, and then the final, you know, the meat and potatoes, what all of us are really here for. Which of the three 99 signature boss third inning program cards you guys should be taking. But first, I am going to link up a video in the top right hand corner, basically going over the best and fastest way that you guys can achieve to unlock and complete the third inning program. Top right hand corner, once again, make sure to check that video out. But now ahead, going on in this video, we are going to start with the 100 program star pack. And this, I'll be honest with you, there's really only one guy that I'm going to say is really going to be worth your time. If you watched my first video revealing these, you'll probably already know who I'm referring to. Of course, if you do not want any of these cards, they are all sellable. So maybe you just want to pick whoever goes for the most amount of stubs and, you know, get that and move it with the quickness. But looking at these cards really quickly, because they're just golds, I don't think we all care too much about them. We have Tony Watson right here. I know a lot of people like him. He has kind of a funky delivery, so that could help out some people. Not bad pitches, a sinker, fastball, changeup, and a slider. Throws about a 97 4-seam mile per hour. 77 hit 9, 81 K9, 83 walk 9, 75 home run 9, 97 velo. Not a bad lefty reliever, but I think there are definitely better options. Of course, these gold cards, once this program is out for quite a while, they're only going to be going for like 1.5K, so I really would not suggest wasting your time on Tony Watson. Likewise, for Michael Taylor, I do not think this is really someone that you guys should pick. I don't care if you're a Nationals fan. There's really no reason to pick Michael Taylor. 69, 65 power, 65, 88 contact, 34 vision is going to be a nightmare online. 79 speed is nice. 81 fielding in center field is not bad as well, but should be pretty self-explanatory. There's much better options that you can get for probably cheaper than that. There's silver outfielders that I would more suggest that you use than Michael Taylor. Hunter Strickland comes with a mean uppercut. You guys already know. Gonna throw a really hot fastball, about 99 miles per hour, 92 hit 9, 77 K9, 79 walk 9, 70 home runs per 9, then 87 break, 2 fastballs, a slider, and a changeup. Not bad, but once again, there are better relievers at a cheaper price. Marco Estrada, you guys probably noticed I skipped over one for good reason. You guys will notice that in a minute. Marco Estrada literally throws a lollipop, 91 miles per hour fastball, 68 hit 9, 87 K9, 80 walk 9. Yeah. Here's the guy that you guys should pick if you are interested in picking one of these up and not just selling it on the market. Justin Smoak is your guy. Of course, a switch hitter with a lot of pop, 89, 75 power, 61 and 99 contact versus lefties is very nice. 63 vision is not awful. It's decent. You know, it's passable. And he's actually somewhat okay at first base. He's a bronze defensive player with 74 fielding, 60 reaction. Not great, but he's not going to be that bad. Not Frank Thomas bad. So I think this is a pretty solid card. Once again, bats from both sides of the plate. Justin Smoak had a lot of success with this card last year. I think if you're going to use one, Justin Smoak is definitely your guy. Once again, there are a lot of loot and other things along the way, but you guys can see that for yourselves. I mean, it's just packs, you know, nameplates and stubs along that. So we're strictly going over the players in each of these packs. This one should be a little bit more interesting. Now we have a diamond pack with 4 different options. We're going to start with Brandon Morrow right here, which looks like a really good card. I've not had a chance to use him, but I'm probably going to be picking him up. 93 hit 9, 84 K9, 81 walk 9, 97 home runs per 9. If you guys don't know, that is ridiculous. That is a really important stat this year, especially with how the game plays right now. Home runs are kind of on the decline, and having 97 home runs per 9 is definitely something that you are going to want to have. Going to help keep the ball in the ballpark and not give up so many runs. Only 3 pitches, a fastball, a cutter, and a slider, but that is not horrible. The slider is pretty nice as well, 87 break on that. And he's going to throw a fastball 99 miles per hour, so I think this is a pretty solid reliever. Obviously, you have to use him for yourself, but just on face value, I think that is a pretty solid card, and I'll be interested to use him for myself. The Zach Costart right here, 77, 102 contact, 72, 80 power, 76 vision, 81 fielding, 75 reaction, 44 speed. The speed's kind of low at shortstop, and he only has 65 arm as well. Shortstop, if they hit that deep into the hole, it's going to be hard for him to throw guys out at first base. A little bit concerned about that. Otherwise, his defense is pretty solid. 81 fielding, 75 reaction. I don't know. I've never really used that Ghost cards in the past. I don't think he has a great swing from what I've used in the moment so far. Otherwise, he's a pretty decent hitting shortstop, but personally, I think there are better options. David Price, you guys know I'm a huge Rays fan, but this card I do not suggest. Probably the worst out of the four. I don't know. I really wish they would stop shafting this David Price Cy Young Award card and give him what he deserves, other than an 86 overall, 78 hit 9, 81 K9, 69 walk 9, 74 home runs per 9. Decent pitches, I guess. Cutter, changeup, four-seamer, two-seamer, and a knuckle curve. Fastball about 97, 98 miles per hour, and pretty good break on this card as well. Personally, David Price cards usually get smacked whenever I try to use them, and this card probably is going to be no difference. I used this exact card last year, did not have too much success. And then finally, we have Reginald Jackson right here. 87, 71 contact, 79, 77 power, so about 80 power per side. Pretty bad. Not pretty bad, pretty good right there. 69 vision, so almost 70. 69 fielding, once again, 78 arm, 65 reaction, 68 speed, about 60 stealing. So this card has decent speed on him. Average defensively, not the best, not the worst. If you keep him in right field, once again, if you try to put him in a secondary, he is going to move 5 per side. So keep him in right. I think he's pretty solid. He's a lefty bat with about 80 power per side. I think he's pretty good, but honestly, I'm going to say it's between Brandon Morrow or Reggie Jackson. It really depends. If you need relievers, I would think Brandon Morrow. Basically, unless you need an outfielder, I would go with Brandon Morrow because I think he's going to be a really good reliever. But if you do need some outfield help, then I would go with Reggie Jackson. Either of them are pretty solid picks. But of course, if you guys do not want any of them, you can just pick whichever goes for the most amount of stubs and then sell that and get the profit. But finally, we are going to move on to the grand prize, the 99 signature boss choice, starting with who I think is the, oh, this is so tough because all of them are so damn good. I guess if I was to pick third place, oh my god, I guess I'm going to pick Justin Verlander for the only reason that we have so many high starting pitchers in the game right now. That's the only reason. This Justin Verlander is insanely nasty. The only reason I'm saying he's third is because if you guys got Bumgarner, which you guys probably did last time, you guys probably have at least Nolan Ryan or Kershaw. You already have like 2 99 signature starting pitchers, and maybe you even have 3 at this point. So that's the only reason I'm going to say Justin Verlander is last. 114 stamina, 95 hit 9, 105 K9, 88 walk 9, 84 home runs per 9. Fastball, circle changeup, cutter, slider, 12-6 curveball, literally like the best pitches you could have. 99 to 100 mile per hour fastball with a 20 mile per hour drop off on that 12-6, only 80 miles per hour. Pretty good contrast from that circle change as well, like a 16 mile per hour difference. And this card has a lot of break on it. This card is disgusting. I used him in the moments, have not had a chance to use him online. He's going to be really good, like I said. It's really hard because all of these cards are so damn good. Plain and simple, I am getting all 3 of these and I'm getting the voucher because I can't not. I have the stubs. Once they go down in price a little bit, I'm going to lock up all 3 of those and get the voucher for the next program because I know all of these cards are going to be so good and it's hard to rank them. I guess next for second place, I'm going to put Roberto Alomar right here, which is not a knock at all. He is so good. And speaking of the devil, actually, I know a lot of people said they had trouble hitting with him in the moments. I actually did very well. I had no trouble hitting with him in the moment challenges. 141, 98 contact, 74, 79 power, so about 75, 80. Really good right there. 120 vision as well. His PCI is going to be hella big. 99 bunting as well. Very cheesy if you know how to use it. 93 fielding, 85 reaction. Pretty much like the best fielding you're going to find at second base. Then 87 speed, 97 stealing. So really good base runner. And he's a switch hitter. You really could not get much better except if he had a little bit more power, I guess. But this card is a juggernaut. And I will definitely be picking him up as well, replacing Javier Baez over at second. So, of course, that's going to leave Ricky Henderson as the guy that I think you guys should pick. And the guy that I will be picking first for myself once I complete the program. This was tough. I definitely can see why you might say JV or Roberto Alomar. This, in my opinion, is the best. Ricky Henderson, 101, 108 contact, 76, 86 power. That's pretty good. 112 vision. 86 fielding, 96 reaction. He's not going to have any trouble getting the balls because he also has 99 speed. You guys, if you watch my gameplay videos, you guys always know I talk about the no-fly zone. Ricky Henderson is the epitome of the no-fly zone. There's not going to be anything getting past him. And he has an 83 arm as well in left field. That is really solid as well. There's really nothing bad about this card. He has pretty good power. I guess one thing is he has 99 speed and he can't bunt. So maybe that's one thing, but I don't bunt anyway. 99 stealing as well. This card is absurd, and from what I used, the special edition diamond of him, I had a 5-for-5 game. I think I was hitting like 400 with him through like 15 at-bats or so. So I really enjoyed that card, and I think this card is going to be a monster as well. So in my opinion, I would go Ricky Henderson, then Roberto Alomar, and then Justin Verlander. Once again, I cannot stress enough, it always depends on your position. If you already have like 95 plus outfielders, maybe you want to go with these two. If your entire starting lineup is already ridiculously stacked, get Justin Verlander. There's really no way you could go wrong in that final pick. That is just how I'm going to do it. But once again, if you have the stubs, I cannot stress enough, I would probably get the voucher because these are all going to realistically be almost endgame cards or cards that you could use throughout the rest of the year because they're so good. They are really, really good. And Ricky Henderson will be joining Ichiro and Tony Gwynn in my outfield. Then at second base would be Roberto Alomar. And then Justin Verlander will be my third signature, pretty much 99 overall starting pitcher. So that, in my opinion, is how I would do it. Let me know down below in the comment section which one you will be picking first and everything about it. You guys going to pick Reggie Jackson or Brandon Morrow? And just let me know down below in the comments how you guys are feeling about the third inning program. I think these cards are ridiculous, almost too ridiculous to be releasing when it's not even June, but hey, I'm not going to complain. I think they're going to drop even more fire cards throughout the year. The content has been so good. I'm loving the content. Gameplay, you know, maybe that'll get there at some point, but the content has been lit, for lack of a better term. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to like down below. Hope you guys are good today. And there guns out. Yay!
Love is love, and hate is hate. To die is an awesome adventure, and I can hardly wait. Earth is a prison, I need a great escape. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone. You know I'm in my zone. I took a bite of the glory.